Guys, I'm back. It's been a while. Don't mind the rough job of the walls behind me. I have to go fix it. And I'm too lazy to finish it right now. But today's video is the new Iron Lung movie that came out. I went to go see Iron Lung this weekend at the movies. And the reason why we're talking about Iron Lung is because I am super tired. I'm tired, chat. It's been final stretch for what? 3 years now? 8 years? 10 years of final stretch. The movie is done, all right? It's over. It's out. I couldn't find a Dolby Atmos theater that was showing it near me, but I definitely got up and I went. Now it sounds like I'm lying. I got up and I watched the movie. It's basically the gist of it, and I just want to talk about it. There's gonna be a ton of spoilers, and I really just want to get into like what it was about. With all the blood in the movie, I'm going to have to put some of this in like black and white or blue. I did order some sushi before going to the movie because I was laying in bed asleep when I remembered that I had movie tickets for the MGR 20 minutes away. Now, going into the movie, I had heard that it was 2 hours long. I was actually very curious to figure out how he was gonna fill the entire movie with 2 hours of content, seeing as how it all takes place in relatively the same location. As I sat down in the luxury heated seats that I paid $11 for, and watched the MJR credits where everyone in Michigan feels need to clap 3 times. I hate that shit so much. Not a hater, just a hater. I sat there awkwardly and waited for the movie to start. But the movie starts with what I can only assume sounds like Morgan Freeman talking.
The planets have disappeared. There are barely enough of us left to give the end a name.
But the entire premise of the movie is about a convict named Simon who is put into a submarine of sorts and is told that if he can go into this ocean of blood on this distant moon and find any information of value, that he will be allowed his freedom. We spend the next few minutes watching as he navigates his way around the ship to figure out just how he's supposed to do anything with no line of sight, no food, no water, and limited oxygen. But the whole premise of the movie is really just this man sitting down in an ocean of blood, taking pictures with a highly radioactive camera to see what he can find. After eventually stumbling across a skeleton, which the organization that has sent him down there deems to be important, he then, expecting his escape, is now told to go back down in search of the skeleton to once again go get a sample. Obviously, being told that you can be free after you come back, if you come back, and then you do come back and you're not let free, it kind of sucks. After having been told opposing information from what he had originally agreed to, then completely starts flipping out, hitting and smashing buttons until he eventually finds the highly radioactive camera that he flashes upon the group in front of him in just utter fear of what is to come.
Hey! Go down! Come back! And then I'm free! That was the deal! How many times are you gonna use me before you let me go?
They send him back down, this time with much less remorse than initially, to go get his sample if he wants to even think about earning his freedom. If someone told me, like, hey, I'm gonna, give you $20,000 if you do a backflip right now, and I've never done a backflip before, and I do a backflip successfully right now, and you tell me, no, you gotta do like 20 more. Hold on, my camera wasn't out. I'm ready. Do the backflip now. No. That's not what we agreed. So, obviously, he's a little furious. They drop him back down there. The story continues. After eventually finding the mysterious entity and being told to
Just ram it.
Just ram it.
Just ram it. Get the job done.
Simon finds himself in a now larger predicament, being held captive by the same mysterious specimen that he had originally sought out. It eventually takes a hold of him and the ship itself, dragging it away and knocking both the power and himself out. It is at this point in the movie where you realize there is like an underlying lore going on between the characters and his background, as well as the actual why we've reached this point. Using the resources at his disposal, he is eventually able to tend to his wounds and get power for the ship back online. While trying to escape, he does stumble across another submarine similar to his, which really just reinforces what he already knew. He's not the first, and he will not be the last. This one is obviously torn to bits, but his computer does connect to it and download some of the information. Unfortunately, he is unable to gather all the information as he does not have the access. They have restricted it on the computer while they put the convict in the confines of the submarine. Our dear friend Simon is obviously trying to work his way through the cave. He finds out that he's in a circle. He's distraught at this point, just trying to get some signal so that he can reach out to anyone. In this time, however, he was able to connect to someone.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you not hear me?
It's not you. It's already you. Everything is down here. Everything we've ever wanted
You
to
just
know.
stuck down here too? Actually, I don't want to talk anymore.
They don't know the danger of this place. We have to warn them. We can't die down here.
This person is distraught. They say they have been down here for however long and is in the hopes of trying to get out of there together. With this being his really only hope, he heads that way. Once he does get there, however, he realized that his intercom is disconnected. Whatever it is that's speaking to him is not using the intercom. Whatever is pretending to be his ally, there is truly no escape for him right now.
What is that?
There's nothing to be afraid of. Not anymore. This was meant for us.
I think I'm in the wrong place.
We will see, Simon. We will see the answer together. Raymond.
I didn't tell you my name.
Yes, you did.
Eventually, Simon does come to throwing up, probably from the shot of rubbing alcohol that he drank on his journey, though who really blames him? He realizes that he has been hallucinating the whole time just to hear another voice on the intercom. This time, the voice is the familiar sound of his captors.
Is that really you?
Stop fucking with me!
I don't know what to say.
No. I'm done being fucked with! The radio's broken, I broke it! You can't tell me that you're you!
I don't even know how you survived.
Obviously, after being tricked by his own imagination, not knowing what's real and what to believe anymore, Simon does not believe it. He checks the intercom. He sees it's still connected, but he is genuinely terrified. He does not know what to believe, and at this point, he is on the verge of giving up, despite his prior enthusiasm towards life. After finally being able to reach someone, he is told that it has been days. He should have died by now. He should have been out of oxygen by now. He has not eaten. He has barely had any water. And at this point, it has been days of him being welded shut in this submarine, in this sea or ocean of blood, where he has been unfortunately lost. They have been unable to locate him, even though they know where he is now and he is able to be saved at this point. They have been given orders to just watch and see what happens. They are being told to let him die. Obviously, he's not giving up. He starts talking about how he's seen the lair, he's seen the creatures, he has the pictures, he has the samples, he's seen the sunken ship, to which they take pause at hearing that he has found a sunken ship with data.
I was thinking about it when I was looking at the wreck of the other ship you left down here. The SM-8.
SM-8? Did you say SM-8? How do you know about that ship?
When they asked about the data, they say that the data was so important. If he can go back and grab the data, they will let him go. But this time they tell him quite plainly, you will be free. And that is what he does. Now, again we say, it has been days in the submarine with no food, no water, and very little oxygen. Simon starts hallucinating. He tracks his way back down there. He is able to get down there and get back. However, in the mist, he is unable to tell the difference between what is reality and what is not. He is getting very confused, he's getting very scared, but he is very tenacious in his desire to escape his fate. However, at a certain point, once he does get back up there, it does appear that whatever is down there, whatever this creature is, has grabbed a hold of them, and now it no longer matters what is on the ship. They genuinely cannot go down there and get him. They understand that nobody has done more for humanity than this man. Nobody deserves their freedom more. However, they cannot give it to him. They beg him, even though he's going to die, please save the data. Do what you can so that we can advance from your experience. Simon goes down. He does what he can to preserve the information that he has salvaged, while he can only accept his own demise, drowning in a sea of blood, being torn apart and killed in a horrible explosion. It is seen at the end of the movie, however, that they were able to go and gather the information, so his death was not entirely in vain. However, I feel like at this point in the movie, you can really feel the suspense. Like, you're honestly on the edge of your seat, you're really hoping that he will be allowed to live, but at no point in time has he been given the opportunity. The last time that we saw the surface was the last time that he saw the surface. We never get to see anything but this iron tomb again. Iron Lung it's marked as horror sci-fi, but I genuinely think the movie is more of a thriller type thing, because I cannot say sitting there I was scared. I was more so in suspense. I would say I'm on the edge of my seat a bit. I know it's supposed to be like more of a psychological horror, more like supernatural horror. I didn't feel psychologically scared. I felt stressed. This movie made me feel stressed. I will say, I wish I had a little bit more knowledge on the lore side of things, because if I had known more about the lore, I would have understood the movie aspect a lot more, because when we touch on things like the history on why this is happening, and the reason why Mark is sad about his brothers falling, and whoever the hell those people even are, I don't know, because why would I? It's a little more on the thriller side. I genuinely feel like Iron Lung was one of the best thrillers I've ever seen, but the horror aspect I cannot give it to. I went in ready to be scared, and I can't say that I was genuinely scared at any point in time, but I definitely felt the suspense and the stress and the distress of not being able to leave, being told that we can save you, but we won't, and there is no hope for you. It comes to a certain point where he has to accept his fate, that this is where he's going to die. And once we accept that this is the case, I can genuinely feel the fear that this man would have felt. Now, I do want to give props. Amazing work. It was a genuinely good movie. I genuinely enjoyed it. The way the movie was paced was perfect. If the movie had been shortened at any point in time, like, it wouldn't have the same effect. It wouldn't even have the suspense that it has right now if it had been shortened. A lot of the time, I don't like watching TV or watching movies, because when I look at the screen, I can only see the actor playing it, or the YouTuber that you see everywhere. You see someone so much that you honestly don't even want to see them again. But I've been listening to the Distractable podcast, so I've heard about how the movie has been progressing, and I genuinely think it was an amazing watch, but it does fail to be a horror movie. Maybe I just wasn't in the psychological headspace to feel the fear, maybe. I don't know. My For You page is so catered to Iron Lung right now that that's all I'm seeing. You guys are really focused on the wrong things. But anyway, guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. I want my trophy. All right? We are on our goal to 100,000 subscribers. Go ahead and hurry up so you can say you were here before 100,000. Just because this is something I do for fun, so I'll be doing it all the time anyways. Bye!
If you want to see Markiplier get progressively sweaty and crazy, and also do a little bit of a whimper audio for 2 hours, this movie is for you. You will enjoy it.